Hi, this is Sweet June 2010. I hope everybody's having a blessed Sunday. What I want to talk about is with all the police brutality going on out here right now, um, with the police shootings and everything, of black men that's been seemed like an ongoing thing, and it's happening to black women as well. Um, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like we're kind of going backwards in a sense as far as racism is concerned. I feel like we're going backwards instead of us moving forward and things getting better. As far as racism, it seems like it's getting worse. I don't know if you guys feel that way, but I feel that way. I feel like we're going backwards. It's like it seems like we're going backwards instead of moving forward and progressing, and things getting better in this country as far as race relations. Um, and it just seems like it's just getting worse. I mean, we are in our last days in the system. We're getting close to the very end. And one day I'm going to do a video talking about that. Um, and Satan, his time is short. And he's turning up the heat. So he's using everything that he can to, you know, um, get as many people on his side of the fence as he can get. With that being said, I notice a common theme that every time one of these police shootings happen, I notice a common theme when people go out on the picket lines and the marches and things like that. I notice how there is a high percentage of black women that's out there on the picket lines protesting Black Lives Matter, etc., etc. Every time one of these police shootings happen against black men, I notice how black women are always out there marching. They're doing interviews. They're speaking up, and it's not just the loved ones of the men that got killed. It's a lot of black women. I noticed that there's always a lot of black women out there, and I noticed that, and it just dawned on me that I'm like, wow. It's like every time one of these shootings take place, every time something like this goes down, I noticed that black women are there. I noticed that they're there, and they're marching, and they're protesting, and they're giving interviews, and they're saying that this is not right. You guys need to stop killing our men, and they have signs and all this kind of stuff. And it just makes me think about the loyalty that black women have always had for black men. Now, black men, you can deny it all you want, but black women have always been loyal to black men. Black women have always had the black man's back. Every time one of these shootings take place, black women are out there. They're out there every time it takes place. And so that just makes me think that this makes me think of the loyalty that women have for black men. All the loyalty that black women have. But when this happens to like when what happened with the situation with Sandra Bland, this has happened with black women. Um, Sandra Bland was a highly publicized case, but then there were other cases of black women dying in jail. They were put in jail and they died at the hands of in police custody. I didn't see any black men out there marching on the picket lines, and I didn't see any black men with signs saying Black Lives Matter, Black Women's Lives Matter. Every time something like this happens to a black woman or a black woman dies at the hands of the police, well, black men don't go out there and they don't picket. They don't do it for us. But black women will do it for black men. See, I noticed that. I noticed that black women will do it for black men. But black men won't do it for black women. Now, it's against my religious belief to rally. You know, I'm a Jehovah's Witness, so we don't rally. You know, we don't participate in those things. So that's just against my religious beliefs. I don't participate in those. But I just noticed that a lot of black women are out there. But when things happen, when black women die in police custody, black men are not doing the same thing for black women. See, and I also I'm hearing a lot of cases of domestic violence against black women, and how black women are sticking by these men that, like the case of the young lady that won the lottery, the black lady. I forget what her name was. She won the lottery, and she kept bailing that black man out of jail. Now I'm looking at her like, girl. You know, she a lot better than me. I'm a good woman, but, you know, I draw the line. Okay, I'm a good woman. And I was a good woman in my relationships, but you know what? I have a line. And I was looking at that and I was like, girl, you a lot better than me. I said, because if it was me, I'd be like, I might have bailed him out the first time, you know, just to give him a chance to get himself together. But if he had kept doing it, no, I wouldn't keep bailing him out. She spent quite a few. I think she spent over $1 million. Don't quote me, but I think she spent over $1 million bailing this guy out. And I'm looking at her like, girl, he keep getting in trouble, you know. That's on him. You know, I don't know what's going on with him, if you know what I mean. You know, must be doing good in a certain department there. Really good, if you know what I mean. But she's one of the examples. I mean, she's a black woman. She's won the lottery, you know, for millions of dollars, and she keeps bailing this black man out time and time again. And he appears to be a habitual criminal because he keeps getting landed in jail, but she keeps bailing him out. That's just an example of the loyalty that a lot of black women have to black men. See, that's just an example. And like I said, every time one of these police shootings happen, black women are always on the front lines. They're always on the front lines. But black men are not doing the same. And it's kind of sad. You know, it's kind of sad that our men don't have our back. And then, you know, I said I wasn't going to be getting in talk about the bashing on YouTube anymore, but I'm making a point. The thousands and thousands of videos on here of black men bashing black women. It's crazy. So that just brings me to the question, are us black women, are we being too loyal to black men? Are we being too loyal? Are we too loyal? And the loyalty is not being reciprocated. That's what it seems like. Now, don't get me wrong. There's black men out there that love black women, and they're very loyal to black women, and they got our back. But unfortunately, there's power in numbers, and unfortunately, there's not enough black men. There's probably a small percentage of black men that do have our backs and everything, but unfortunately, there's not enough black men out there that have our back. I hear about relationships, you know, with black women having relationships with black men, and, you know, they're sticking by this black man no matter what he does, and he, you know, and that's why I don't understand. I just don't get it. I don't get it when black men come on YouTube and they say, well, black women this and that, and I'm like, I'm seeing, you know, in a lot of cases where black women are in these relationships and they holding it down. In some cases, they're supporting the guys, but we supposed to be no good. And every time a black man gets murdered by the police, we're black women are on the front lines. Every time, each and every time when I look at it on the news, I'm always seeing a high percentage of black women out there. There's black men and then there's some white people out there too. But I always see a high percentage of black women that's out there. Every time they're giving interviews, they're holding up signs, they're marching. And I'm like, black women are so loyal to black men. But then we got to get on YouTube and see all these videos of black men bashing us, calling us all kind of filthy names and everything but the child of God, and saying all kinds of horrible things about us. And so, in some cases they hate us so much to where they want us dead. That's a deep hatred, particularly for your own race of people. And I know a lot of cases black women have had bad relationships and bad experiences with black men, and they still sticking by black men. They're still loyal to black men to the end. You got. I know there's black women right now as I speak that will rather be single for the rest of their life than to date outside the race. Now me, I'm at the point in my life, I'm gonna be honest. I'm at a point in my life now, I prefer a black man. I prefer, at the end of the day, I prefer to be with someone of my own race. But at the end of the day, I'm at a point in my life where if a man comes in and he happens to be in a different race, if he has all the qualities that I'm looking for, and he's of the same religion, and all things considered, I don't know if we're compatible and the chemistry's there. I don't know if I'm gonna be so quick to turn him away. At this point in my life. But you got black women right now as I speak that will die single unless they can have a black man. If they can't have no black man, then they'd rather remain single. And there is a lot of black women out there like that. If that's not loyalty, I don't know what is. And do black men deserve that, our loyalty? And another thing that's going on is the black woman is expected to uphold the black community. The black woman is held responsible for everything that's going on in the black community. And I've talked about it in my other videos that the man is the head. The black man is actually supposed to be the head of the black community. I've said that in my other videos. So that's null and void. But our men expect us to uphold the black community. Our men expect us to not only raise the children, but they expect us to hold down the black community as well. Well, that's too much being placed on the black woman's shoulders. And if the black community is in chaos, what's that? I hear a phone ringing. If the black community is in chaos, then we get blamed for it. See, it's our fault. But like I said in my other videos, where's the black man's responsibility? The black man is supposed to be the head of the black community. So our men don't have our back as far as helping us with raising the children in high numbers. In rare cases, yeah. But they're not coming in and helping us with the children, particularly the black males. They expect us to raise, hold down households and raise our children, plus uphold the black community. That's too much to be placed on our shoulders. We can't do all that. We're only women, and we can't do all that. See, Black men are supposed to have our back better than that. They're supposed to have our back better than that. You go outside the race, and I'm not knocking interracial relationships, but you be with another woman of the other race, then you're going outside the community. And so, like I say, black women are. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what black men say. Black women are extremely loyal to black men. I don't care what you say. Black women are extremely loyal to black men. But the loyalty is not being reciprocated. See, when something, like I said, a black woman dies in police custody, I don't see no black men out there marching with picket signs and everything. Matter of fact, no marches take place. When a black woman dies in police custody, no marches take place. You know, less value is being placed on black lives, but even less value is being placed on black women's lives. Go figure. So, sisters, feel free to comment in the comment section. Tell me how you feel. Are us black women too loyal to black men? Are we being too loyal to black men? That's a question that I'm asking. Sisters, comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm asking a question. Are we too loyal to black men? Are we? Black men, be respectful. If not, you will be blocked. There's no need for name calling. Be mature, be intelligent. Don't be ignorant. God bless. This is Sweet June 2010.